गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू माय चैनल द इनविजिबल ट्रेडर। वीडियोस अगर आपको अच्छे लगते हैं तो लाइक कमेंट शेयर कीजिए और बाकी लोगों को हमारे साथ जोड़िए। आज हम ये जो वीडियो बना रहे हैं, वीकली वीडियो में बाद में डालूंगा। लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव रिक्वेस्टेड मी इन द ग्रुप टू पुट अ वीडियो ऑन साइकोलॉजी। सी, साइकोलॉजी इज सच ए थिंग दैट विल टेक a lot of time to be perfect, right? So if I want to make psychology video, I might go ahead and create a content of 100 hours easily. Okay, psychology looks like a single word, but there are many things that you need to consider. So today what I'm trying to do is, in the straight drive video series, I will try to make 3 videos that I have promised you guys before. I'll start with psychology. Then, considering the psychology, we'll make the second video where we will talk about that what are the things that you need to look for an intraday trading. Okay, and of course on the psychology. And third video would be very long requested video, is basically on option buying. Okay, so let's start the series for today. Today I got some time, so we will make all the 3 videos at one go, and of course the weekly video. So we are going to make 4 videos today. So psychology, when we look at, guys, there are many things that you need to consider while actually trying to trade with psychology. Make example आपको दिखाता हूँ. A lot of people might have seen you saying in the market, saying that 80 in trading, 80% of psychology works and 20% of technical works, right? Isn't it? आपने बहुत सुना होगा इसको. सिंपल है. मैं अगर आपको एक सिंपल ट्रेडिंग फंडा बताऊं, राइट? सिंपल ट्रेडिंग, राइट? इफ वी कम हियर, लेट्स से market is making higher high and lower highs, for example here, right? So what is your view would be ideally on the bullish side, isn't it? Right? Similarly, if a market is actually forming a lower high and lower low, what will be your view basically on a bearish side? On a longer term, if you look at, like, for example, if you look at it from a 6 months time period of time, your view will be correct. A lot of people, what happens is, ideally, they do not stay with the views, right? देखो, trading is simple. It is very simple. Even if you trade in simple methodologies, मैं अपने classes में बताता हूँ. Any strategy, okay, that you trade, for example, even simple moving average crossovers, if you put 20 and 50 moving average crossovers, अगर आप सिर्फ उसमें ट्रेड करोगे ना, then also you will make money end of the day. Okay, as long as the strategy is more than 60% accurate on a longer term, you will ultimately make money. The problem is people actually keep on shifting from strategy to strategy. तो psychology तो पहला ये है कि if you are new in the market, just make sure that you are working on 1 or 2 strategies and you are working for a longer period of time, rather than shifting strategies from every day. किसी यूट्यूबर से ये देख लिया, वो स्ट्रैटेजी देख लिया, ये स्ट्रैटेजी देख लिया, and then you basically go ahead and build the strategies and trade on that. एक फेल हो जाता है, एक सही हो जाता है, you keep on changing those strategies and ultimately your MTM is red, right? तो अगर साइकोलॉजी की बात करें एंड प्रेडिक्शंस की बात करें, इफ पीपल हैव सीन माय वीडियोस, इसके पहले का तो मुझे याद नहीं है, अक्टूबर 30 से हमने जितना भी प्रेडिक्शन किया है, राइट, आइडियली साइकोलॉजी और सेंटीमेंट के बेस पे. टेक्निकल्स आर देयर, ऑफ कोर्स. टेक्निकल्स विल टेल यू अ रेंज, दैट मींस हायर लेवल, लोअर लेवल्स, a range where you can trade. But to make an actual trade, psychology and sentiment, news, and the rest of other factors also plays an important role, right? अगर आपको अक्टूबर 30 से याद होगा, तो हमने यहाँ से ये वाला मूव भी प्रेडिक्ट किया था, ऑलमोस्ट 3000, ये 4000 के ऊपर गया. We have predicted this fall, we have predicted this move. यहाँ पे हमारी कुछ प्रेडिक्शन थी नहीं, हम डेली पे कर रहे थे, पोजिशनल में बात कर रहा हूँ. वी प्रेडिक्टेड दिस मूव फ्रॉम टॉप, वी प्रेडिक्टेड दिस अप मूव. ये तो बजट वाला डे है, सबको याद है, मैंने एक दिन पहले ही बोल दिया था कि मार्केट बहुत बड़ा ऊपर जाएगा. वी प्रेडिक्टेड दिस कंसोलिडेशन ऑल्सो, राइट? द ओनली 2 थिंग्स, अक्टूबर 30, जैसे मैं अभी आपको एग्जाम्पल बोला था कि 6 मंथ्स का पीरियड में अगर हम एनालिसिस करें, तो इफ आई ट्राई टू डू एन एनालिसिस फ्रॉम अक्टूबर टू टिल डेट February तक, October, November, December, January, February, 5 months. In 5 months, only there are 2 views of ours which went wrong. Okay, based on basically whatever the prediction we have done. One is this, Okay, because we were bearish on this and it was a fake candle on Monday made. The second was this. Okay, it's not like a wrong prediction, but we are not expecting such a big fall down. We were expecting if gaps down, we'll go for a green candle, because the expectation was that Bank Nifty will actually should consolidate here. But this is news based. Everybody knows it was almost a 2000 point fall, 1000 point gap down. Similarly with Nifty also, I'm just taking a reference of Bank Nifty, right? So if you just minus this view from October to till date, all our predictions and our positional moves has been correct, right? And do you think that this is all happens just because of technicals? That means whatever the things that we have in technical, first of all these people, if you know patterns, right? You have labels, right? You have Fibonacci, you have basically time cycles and all those, right? Those are technicals. Volume, of course, right? Those are technicals. Based on those technicals, do you think that somebody would be able to predict all the market moves so correctly? It is a little bit difficult, right? It is a little bit difficult. And when we even go into an intraday में भी अगर देखोगे, we have more than 90% accuracy. We fail on some days, but most of the time we predict the intraday also quite good, right? Now the reason is very simple. Okay, a lot of people who do not pay attention to that, I will try to write down here. First of all, in psychology, see, I only trade based on price action, right? So people who know, I do not use any indicator, absolutely zero indicator, right? So first of all thing is that you need to trade on price action. Unless you are trading based on 100% price action, then it would be very, very difficult for you to predict the market, first of all, right? And at least plan. We will not call it as prediction, we'll call it as plan. It would be very difficult for you to make a plan, because the indicators are generally basically lagging data, isn't it? After the price has moved, then only the indicator will show you the data. A lot of people claim that option chain is a leading indicator kind of stuff. Option chain, right? It is somewhat true. But especially on the intraday side, not on a positional kind of side. Okay, it is somewhat true. But what I have given shown example, people actually, let me just get rid of this. What I have shown people actually, option chain data also changes based on price action. Okay, that means, for example, if you see here, this Friday example itself is an example. Do you think that based on option chain, this 2000 downfall has happened? I'm 100% sure, because we have looked all the data on 25th February anyway. Nobody was expecting such a huge gap down and then fall. This is news based, right? This is news based. But what we could do actually, if you go to a 5-minute time frame, if you're an intraday trader, you could have actually taken some price action based trading. If you remember, whenever market was here around, I told in my channel, do not buy Bank Nifty unless it comes down to 35,000 level, around this one, right? If you see, this is the level where Bank Nifty consolidated after downfall, isn't it? It went down 300 point down, of course, but it came up also and that came down. I mean, it consolidated in this zone, right? तो आपने 35,000 में buy भी किया होता ना, तो आपको loss नहीं होता. Okay, you would not have been in loss even with this much of big move on the downside, right? What was the reason? I was telling that this is the level Bank Nifty will come down from 35,500 to 35,500 levels. What is the reason, right? So this is ideally based on psychology and price action only. So in price action, in psychology and price action, if you combine one thing, the one thing that you need to remember is sellers and buyer psychology. Okay, sellers and buyers psychology. What is their psychology? If you are a seller, what is your psychology? You will sell at higher price, right? And if you are a buyer, what you will do? You will buy at discounted price, right? Correct. If you are a seller, you would prefer to sell at a higher price, and if you are a buyer, you would prefer to buy at a discounted price. As simple as that, right? That means if market is coming down so much, even after a gap down, it is following up, and buyers came here saying that, acha, market itna gir gaya, let us buy. If you bought here, the sellers will come and hammer it again, because the sellers who have actually sold here, right, their profit is reducing now actually. And if, let's say for example, they have booked some profit here, they would like to re-enter again in the sale, because right now they are getting the price at a higher value again, almost 50% of this candle, if you see, right? And that is a FIBO level that we generally prefer. A lot of our people in the group knows how to use FIBO levels for retracement trading. So this is our retracement trading. At price action traders, we generally do retracement trading, reversal trading, and initiation trading. So there are three kinds of tradings that we do as a price action traders, right? One is retracement, one is a reversal, third is initiation. Okay. Retracement trading happens, I don't know, I'm not putting in a notepad, so just you need to stop the video and look at it, okay? Retracement trading, I personally generally use always FIBO levels, okay? Reversal trading are always level based and swing high lows, okay? Swing high lows. Initiation trading is where psychology comes, plays 90% of the role. Okay, for a price action trader, initiation trading where psychology plays a 90% role. Okay, here neither your level will work. See, retracement trading may generally you can have a trend continuation or a trend reversal. Both can happen. You need to identify whether it is continuation or it is reversal, right? Reversal can happen based on levels and based on support resistance. Swing high lows are nothing but your local support resistances, isn't it? Right? Initiation trading, a lot of people need to understand that what is an initiation trading. Okay, in a price action trading. Ye to sabko pata hi hoga, I don't know. Probably a lot of people might know initiation trading also. What is an initiation trading? What you need to identify, that is why I said you need to understand the buyers, and these are the methods of trading. Okay, these are the methods of trading, but the psychology comes from sellers and buyers thought process, right? It's a demand versus supply game. Now, for example, do you think if there is a big downfall like this and market is going up, do you think that they will allow the sellers will allow the market to go up heavily? Probably not. So the moment the retracement happens to a particular extent, right here, like retracement, right, particular extent, the initiation trading will happen from the sellers. And that is the reason you say this is an initiative selling. When you have an initiative selling, market will come down heavily. And see, this is a very, very clear move. Okay. Till what level it will come? The levels are basically based upon our swing high lows or support resistances, right? It's better to exit at a support, which was around 35,000 around. Okay. Actual level was here. If you look at my black level was here, from where actually market reverted, but 35,000 maybe I was expecting a little bit of resistance, which the market actually shown. Okay, right? Now, here, this is a beautiful one. This is my reversal trading. Okay, जो reversal trading के मैं example दे रहा था, and I told you, reversal trading is based on basically levels. Look at the beauty of the levels and look at the beauty of reversal. Okay, right? Now, how do you find reversal trading? There is a video that I have already made. How to identify reversals. So that is another 1 hour class. And this is available on my straight drive video playlist anyway. So I'll put a link here on the top if possible. So go and look at and identify that how do you find a reversal trading? That means if market is coming down, how do you find that market will reverse and give a good buying from here? Okay. If market is going up, how do you identify that the market is going to give a good selling reversal from a particular level? Okay. There are ways to identify reversal trading. So you need to go and identify that reversal trading yourself. The video is already made, so you can go and refer to the video. Remember this, I'm going to delete this. Okay. I'm going to delete this. As a price action trader, I generally, there are many other ways to trade, but I generally trade retracement, reversal, and initiation trading. These are the three tradings that I generally do even in intraday. Okay. The second video that we will make, we will make sure that we remember this philosophy that I'm talking about, right? Now, from a sellers and buyers psychology, okay, if you look at, this is an initiation trading by the sellers, okay, so the psychology is initiation trading, okay. Now, if it is an initiation trading, you should never buy. You should never buy, okay, and that is the reason I told you in the channel, do not buy for next 500 points at least, and market fell almost 800 points. Okay, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा blue candle बनाया था for cheating, but at least 35,000 तक this fall was very clear. Okay, so you need to identify that what the sellers are thinking and the buyers are thinking. A lot of people say that retail traders generally do not think like professional traders. So what do you mean by professional traders? Okay, professional traders generally, their psychology is better. If you look at, right, they do not get make decisions based on heavy movements. For example, a lot of retail traders, if you know, I know personally, acha market bank nifty 1000 point gir gaya, let's buy bank nifty, or bank nifty 1000 point upar chala gaya, let's sell bank nifty. That is how they trade. I'll just show you an example from the person who actually gave me a trading on this day. यहाँ पे जब trading हो रहा था, this trading, right? And this trading, if you look at in our daily videos, we have told that if market goes up heavily, we will go for a sell. Gap up heavily, we will go for a sell, and it's an unidirectional sell in Bank Nifty. Now look at the traders' psychology here. इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा चार्ट बनाया खुद के लिए, and he tried to explain where he did the mistake. He's clearly writing. He sold here, okay, but only took 1 point profit. Okay, P इन्होंने buy किया है, but only 1 point profit. Okay, he could have taken almost 250 points profit in this option buying. Even if option buying, easily 250 points. See, all his entries were perfect. Again here, entry. Again, only 2 points. He could have taken another 300 points. Again here, beautiful entry. He could have taken all the points, but he did not take. Again here, beautiful entry, but he could not take. Only he took 10 points, where he could have taken easily 1000 points if he has captured all the moves perfectly, right? 1000 points. And that is where psychology plays an important role. First rule of psychology, guys, if you are confident about your trade, okay, if you are very confident about your trade, then give the stop loss to market rather than taking small profit. Okay, so if you consider this as a swing high, you should have a stop loss here, right? And then you could have trade. You might not have taken 200 points. This spike might have given you a heart attack, but at least you could have taken 50 points easily because this was a clear fall, right? And here you could have taken easily 200 points. There was no spike, no green candle, easily, right? And then here also easily 100 points, right? So when you are doing the trading, guys, make sure you work for stop losses rather than targets. Okay, targets are always trailing stop losses for me. There is nothing called target for me. Okay, target is always trailing stop loss for me. And let me just write it down so that you guys remember everything. I hope everybody is clear about this, right? So I'll just delete this. So trading psychology when you are into trade, first of all, you should know, okay, you should know where to pull the trigger. That means entry. Okay. Once you made an entry, okay, either you give stop loss to market, okay, or you trail. A lot of people say either you give stop loss to market or you basically book your profit at target. I don't play on that philosophy. I always let market hit me out. Okay, and that only happens on the trailing stop loss. Okay, because if the market, you can trail the stop loss. And how to trail the stop loss, yeah, I have already explained in one of my videos that I will put in here, where actually you can go ahead and look at. I always trail stop losses from swing to swing. Okay, there are two ways to do it. If you are a positional trader, okay, so you need to trail your stop losses swing to swing. Okay, if you are an intraday trader, you need to have a certain amount of profit. I generally go for a 50-point profit in Bank Nifty. Okay, then trail. So if my 50-point profit is booked, okay, I would basically go ahead and book that, prefer to book that. Okay, let's say Bank Nifty has moved 100 points. I will lock my profit into 50. I may lose 50 points, that's okay. But I'll lock my profit in 50 and then trail basically. So 50 point is what I try to capture first in intraday. If in intraday, if you do not do this, no, then you will have a lot of chances of making losses. Okay, that is from my personal experience. In the intraday video, I'll tell you how to trade. Okay, but this is how I should trade rather than the targets. Okay, now here, how you will get the confidence where to enter the trade. A lot of people have their own style of entering trade. As I said, I'll put it into the next video. What are the 5 things based on which I do my intraday trading? Okay, correct. Now let's say you do on a swing high or low, for example, okay, or support resistance. For example, market was local resistance was here, market reached here, started a red candle, you sold. Okay, started a red candle, you sold. So you will have a stop loss of a little bit buffer than this swing high ideally in an intraday. Or if you are getting a 50-point profit or 60-point profit, you will trail. Okay, you will trail. That is how you need to trade. Now, how to enter? There are many ways. As I said, there are 5 things that I look at from a trading point of view where I actually make an entry. The only thing you need to make an entry based on your trading style. I have 5 things that I do intraday. Okay. And whenever I'm very, very confident, okay, I basically go for a higher quantity. For example, if you look at this level, यहाँ पे मैंने on that date from here to here, we made around 3 lakh profit because the quantity was very, very high. I went for 2000 quantity and it's a 150 points move in options at the money. Okay. 150 point on Thursday, 150 points movement at the money. There were 3 reasons. Okay. There are 3 reasons to go for a buying here. I'm just giving an example. So a lot of people generally make an entry based on one reason. For example, the reason I've given you is swing low का resistance ideally. Okay. मैं यहाँ पे entry लेता था क्या? नहीं. I did not took entry. I did not took this entry. A lot of people can say, sir, you missed this downfall. That's okay. If I miss this downfall, that's okay because it was not a confident trade for me. The confident trade for me was this, which I took anyway. Okay. So you have to only take trades based on your confidence. Okay. And that has worked over a period of time. Okay. And then go for larger quantity and make bigger money. Correct. Okay. Now, how to identify where to enter? I already told, look at my video, how do I enter? And I'll tell in the next video that how do I make an entry in my intraday positions. Okay. Now, coming to the second, see, there are many psychology things that I can discuss, but I'll give you some basic ones that you need to remember. Second, the next point is basically whenever you made an entry, do not look at your PNL in any of the brokerage one. Okay. I never do that. I always make an entry and I always make an exit based on the market's candlestick and patterns that are being formed. Okay, because see, I'll give you an example. Yeah, for example, you have actually entered here, let's say. Okay, market is giving you 20 rupees profit in at the money in the option, and then you suddenly see because of this spike you are getting 30-point loss. A lot of people, what they will do, they will cut their losses and go away. Okay, what you need to do, you in a psychology term, you need to basically wait for a little bit. Okay, and I generally, in a 5-minute candle, I generally wait for 2 candles, and I'm talking about Bank Nifty, especially index. Stocks may generally I do 15 minutes, but I don't do intraday stocks. So I generally wait for 2 candles of 5 minutes to make an exit decision. Okay, sometimes in a 5-minute candle you can see a move like this. Okay, in a move like this, so people can say, if a move like this happens, then anyway we're in a bigger loss. Yes, you are in a bigger loss, but make sure that wherever you are making an entry, you need to have a reasonable amount of stop loss. In Bank Nifty, a lot of people ask me, I generally put in 50-point stop loss in the at the money. You can put according to your choice or the risk that you could actually take. Okay, so in a 50-point stop loss, especially at the money, this kind of candles cannot give you a 50-point stop loss from your entry point. This would be only a 10-point, 15-point, 20-point stop loss max to max. Okay, candles like this can give you 50-point stop loss, but in that case anyway your stop loss is gone and you are anyway saved, because this kind of move will take market to a little bit higher. So instead of getting into a 200-point stop loss, you just get out of the market in 50-point stop loss, right? So that is the psychology you need to build in yourself. Second thing. The second thing is, whenever you are entered into a trade, don't make an exit decision based on your P&L. That means do not look at how much of loss you're making in your brokerage account, because that will keep on changing and it will change your heartbeat, emotions will not be controlled and all those things, right? So that is the next thing that I would like to put here, that do not look at your P&L. Okay, do not look at your P&L. Exit based on again price action. Okay, based on price action. Do this on a longer time period and you will see that how your trading is actually getting improved. Okay, right? So do this. Now the next thing that we would like to discuss is, ideally in a trading psychology, right? In a trading psychology, PNL, if you are not looking at, your losses will not bother you, for example. Okay, now the third thing after this, which you need to pay a lot of attention, guys, unless you are very confident. I also go for a very large quantity. Unless you are very confident. If you are confident, go for large quantity. Okay, how you will be confident? That comes from practice, that comes from your trading style and all those stuff. Okay, go for large quantity. There is absolutely no problem in going for large quantity. I also might do that. Else, always go for your position sizing. Okay, if your position sizing is bad, then basically your PNL will actually give you heart attack. Even if you're not looking PNL, you cannot control your emotions. It is as simple as that. You will not be able to control your emotions if your position sizing is big. I'll give you an example on Friday trading itself. Okay, for example, let's say I told you to buy here at 35,000. Okay, which I myself did actually. My option buying was here, but my future buying was here. So the future buying was gone into a loss. Okay, option buying were profitable because I was doing option buying on levels. I never do option buying in between. Okay, I always do option buying at levels only. Okay, because option buying में that only gives you profitable trade. बीच में करोगे तो even if your trend is in your favor, you might not get a lot of profit. Okay, that will cover in the second video. But my future, whenever I bought here, right, it went into a loss, but I was not bothered because we had a level here where I was expecting an upside anyway. But if you look at future में, option में तो ठीक है, future में large quantity if you do and you get like a 200 point fall in Bank Nifty, then basically your losses will look bigger than future. Okay, very, very big amount, future trading, right? A lot of people might get a little bit heart attack here. Now, how do you control that? The control mechanism there is, do not go for a large quantity if you're entering at levels like this and not at confident level like this. Okay, if you're entering into a level like this, okay, then the reason I entered here, actually I'll tell you why, because this is my level where I thought there would be a buying happen, and I saw a very, very bull candle in 5 minutes. Can you see? As I told you, I do not trade on based on indicators. I always trade on price action and candlesticks and patterns. If you see here, there is a very, very big bull candle formed, right? And this was a very good sign from the level K. I can go for an option buying, which is around 34,900 के आसपास. So around 100 point का difference था मेरा views में and levels में. So I went for a buying, but unfortunately, market will give you unfortunate stocks. As I said, trading is simple, but it's not easy. This is the non-easy part where your heart attack will come, right? This is the non-easy part where your heart attack will come, and since it is going below level, your heart will beat more anyway, because the view would be, if it is going sustaining below this level, my view would be it will come down to this level almost. Okay, right? So what we did, I still waited for, as I said, if I would have seen another red candle, I would have exited from the market. I already told you I look for 2 candles. So this is one. Second candle one was green. My confidence was very, very heavy that it will go up. It went up. It came down again, but it went up again ultimately. I'm okay as long as it is not sustaining below this level. Okay, right? Now, here, if you have a large quantity, market will kick you out with your emotions at this level. Or let's say even if it went up and the moment it started coming down, market will kick you at this level unless you have this level identified कि भाई यहाँ से तो reversal आना ही आना है. It is very difficult for the market to go down. Identifying this level is key, right? Market either will kick you out here, will kick you out here. I'm telling you, if you are a retail trader, because market is coming down, going up, coming down, and this is local swing high, and this has not caught the swing high and it is going down. Everybody's view would be market will go down, right? Your view will be market will go down at least when you got 4 red candles consecutively, right? Now, how do you control those emotions there? If I'll take this example, I have a very great belief that market will revert from here because of my level, first thing. The second thing that I was talking about on my third point was position sizing. Here, my future loss was only 16,000. Okay. Future loss was around 16,000. I made option buying anyway. Future loss was in total was only 16,000. Okay. But I did not close here. I closed actually around somewhere, I think here. No, not here. Yeah, somewhere here. Okay. After this move, when there are 2 red candles, I close here. My entry was here. My exit was here. Okay. This is, you can see, I also could not control my emotions. Here, I was trying to save my capital rather than making a big profit. So in just how many points? 885 to 840. In 50 points, I have around 16,000 kind of losses in my future. But I did not exited here. I did not exited here. Okay. The reason I exited here because it was forming a lower high. Can you see this? Can you see this? If you can see this, and this is forming for the 3rd time. So I got a little bit surprised. This is lower high, 3rd lower high. The idea, if you're on a price action, it would be very, 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 very clear that market should have gone down. अगर और एक red candle ये बना देता, but fortunately it made a green candle. But anyway, sometimes market will confuse even to experienced traders. Okay, right? So we got a loss here. We had an option buying here. Okay, which gave us buying anyway, good return. But what I'm trying to tell you, you can only see, I controlled my emotions, I exited my position here, but a lot of people, market will kick them out here or here because the loss would be very, very big. There is a 200 point fall. This is also 200 point fall. Okay, 300 point fall ideally. Okay, so market will kick you out in 300 point fall. Nobody will sustain. The only reason that a trader will sustain this loss if the position size is less. That means instead of 2000 quantity, if you have put 100 quantity, let's say, you could still basically take this loss into your account. Okay, into your account. Now, the reason a lot of people ask me, if you have a very strong view that market will reverse from this level, okay, then how much loss you should take in bank. So it depends upon the stocks to stock, index to index. In a bank nifty, whenever I have entered a position, I generally assume to take a loss of 500 point move, 400 to 500 point move. If bank nifty is making, okay, I am ready to do that. I have told it in my many videos. I generally took the maximum ATR of any script, okay, maximum ATR of any script, divided it by 2, okay, ATR by 2, and this is the amount of position that I should be able to get ready to take the stop loss, to take the loss and cut my trade in losses, provided that I have a view, strong view that market will reverse back. So for example, if I entered here, see, if I would have stayed a little bit more, I probably would have entered into a profit, and a good amount of profit, probably 1 lakh profit from here to here just in future. Okay, but sometimes you might have a bad trading. The reason I'm telling you the position sizing example, okay, the reason I'm telling you the position sizing example is to control your emotions. Okay, so that is the third thing. Where is the text? Okay, we forgot the text. So this is the third thing that we were talking about. Okay, sorry guys, you might have to pause the videos and note down the points because I'm not doing it in a notepad. So emotion control, okay, there are many ways to control the emotions. The one of them is position sizing. Okay, if your size of position is very, very small, your emotions will also be very, very small. So if you see a 1 lakh loss in this and you see a 10,000 loss in this, where you will be stay cooling? You will stay cool when there is a 10,000 loss instead of a 1 lakh loss. So if it is 1 lakh loss, you will cut your position. Very, very clear. Okay. So this is our third thing from a trading psychology point of view, guys. Okay. See, there are many things that I can discuss. I will probably make a series on this so that you try to understand. And in my classes also, I tell a lot of people basically looks for indicator trading strategies, and I don't do that. And a lot of people say that, sir, hum to nahi kar sakte, we cannot do it. This is true because a lot of people, just to become a pure price action trader, if you have seen my chart, I do not trade. You will not see any indicator here except my master pivot where we have pivot levels and volume. Except these two, my chart is like this only, right? I always trade in this chart only. There is nothing else in my indicators here where I use for trading, right? So to come up to that level, you need a lot of time. Okay, you need a lot of time. And the reason, and the first thing that we started, the moment you understand liquid provider concept, the moment you understand the buyer and seller psychology, then you will become a pure price action trader anyway. Okay, the only thing that you probably look for is volume, whether volume is supporting to your decision or not. Okay, other than that, don't do anything else. Initially, you can have some indicators, use them to basically help you out, but try to get into a trading stage where you are trading just based on levels and your price action, candlesticks, volume. That's it. Nothing more than that. Okay. या पोजीशन साइजिंग हमने यहाँ पे लिखा था ना. या so position sizing is your next important thing that we discuss, which will help you in controlling emotions. Okay, which will help you in controlling emotions. Now coming back to the first point where we have started the discussion. Okay, now how do you understand the buyer and seller psychology? Okay, कि buyer यहाँ पे क्या करेगा, seller यहाँ पे क्या करेगा, right? There are very simple ways. You have already known support and resistance, correct? So that is a very starting point of understanding buyer and seller psychology. That means support may buy, resistance may sell. Simple. That means whenever market will go to a resistance, people will try to sell. That is the psychology. And when it will come to a buying a support, people will buy. That's the psychology, right? But that is a very novice way of trading, right? It's not as simple, because itna simple hota to fir sab log paise bana lete, right? So there are many other things that you need to understand, which is basically supply demand, and there are many other price action. I already have a video, my first video, even in my channel, regarding the, if I look at the playlist, so that should talk about price action only. So this is the straight drive playlist, guys. So if you come here, my second video would be, yeah, this one, 02. The second video would be how and what of price action, right? So this you can go ahead and look at. A lot of people in my group, they have already seen it, right? So this is the first thing from a psychology point of view, guys. Whatever the video we have done in the beginning right now, we'll keep a series on this, okay? But remember one thing, after seeing the video repeatedly, remember one thing, when I said pull the trigger, do not enter into a trade unless you have minimum 2 reasons. Okay, unless you have minimum 2 reasons. If you have more than 5 reasons, 4 reasons, that is my style, increase quantity. That is how you will make more money in intraday. Okay, do not enter into a trade unless you have minimum 2 reasons. If you have more than 4 reasons, there's a 100% confident trade. What are the reasons? The reasons I already told you, the different concepts of price action. Okay, the different level, the way we identify levels, and whether it is a reversal trading, retracement trading, initiation trading, that could be just one reason out of these 4. Okay, and then there are levels, right? If you have 3-4 concepts matching at a, and let's say you have a supply, you have resistance here at the same time, right? Just go for a sell, right? Just go for a sell. And you have other things. For example, a moving crossover, average crossover is happening, okay? Or it's taking a resistance, or you have a big red candle, or if you have an M pattern, chat pattern formation, and it is breaking the trend line, sorry, neckline, you have 3-4 reasons. 3-4 reasons, go for a big quantity. Okay, that is how you need to actually trade. Okay, I don't know how much long we can make this video, but hopefully I have given you 4-5 points in terms of trading psychology to make your trading better, right? We will see. I will myself see this video. What are the things that we have covered in this video? And I've given the example actually, and I have taken the Friday's example itself. And you might see trading may, you need to try to understand at what scenarios how a trader is doing. A successful trader is trading, right? If you study most of the scenarios, then you can make your own trading style itself anyway. Okay, so I'll try to make that going forward. Anyway, on a daily video anyway, I'll generally review previous days trading styles, why we entered into a particular trade, and all those stuff, right? Try to learn from that, and then we'll try to cover some more trading psychology points in the coming video. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and Jai Mata Di for listening. And we will see you in next video. The next video is ideally what are the 4-5 things that I consider while doing intraday trading. Okay, thank you.